I want to thank Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Back in 2018, I was in Finland photographing the bears, wolves and wolverines. I've been there a couple of years ago earlier, but this year here was actually a good year with a lot of pictures, and especially with the wolverine, which I had never photographed before. But I bought a hard drive early that year, which I only uploaded the picture on that hard drive, and unfortunately something happened and the hard drive crashed and I did not have any backup of images. The only thing I have done, that the best images that I thought was the only thing that I had done was taking the best pictures and made them for like ready for posting on the web. And how I do that is to upload it in, I think it's 2500 pixels on the longest side, but it's not large enough to print out if I wanted to print out some images. But for web, that's okay. So unfortunately that was a really bad time for me, and I was so low down. I loved the images and I wanted so bad to print out some of the images. But until now, that I have discovered a program that actually could make my dream come true of some of the images. And that is a tool from Topaz Labs called Gigapixels. And that is a program which are like generating extra pixels to like double the size of the image. And if I had double the size of the image, that is enough to like print it out in like say 60 by 50 by 70 or 60 by 70. And that is the print size I wanted to use for. So I was really excited to try that out, and I'm going to show you a little bit about that now, how I got to save an image and how awesome job the Gigapixel have done to my images that I haven't had the possibility to use for printing at all, only for web, and now I can use it for printing. And also the Gigapixel can be great if you are taking a picture and you need to crop a lot, because this picture here has some bird behavior or animal behavior, and you saw that this only thing that you can do is to crop. And if you crop too much, like I said, you cannot print it out, but you can actually have to use that as well. I haven't done that yet because I don't have cropped too much yet, but it's good to have that possibility. But for me, it was amazing to like have the possibility to save some images, and also so let's dive into Topaz Gigapixel, and I will show you a little bit about that program there. Now I am in a Gigapixel AI. Here you can see a picture of Wolverine. This has a size of 2351 pixels on the longest side. And that is not too big, and big enough to maybe make a print of out of 20 by 30 centimeters. I want to print it much more larger, and let's see if Topaz Gigapixel will give some magic. This is the sidebar of the Gigapixel, and you have different kind of resize mode. I want to use the scale because I want to resize the whole image, not just the width or the height. And I want to make it 2 times larger, and that makes it this. You can see here the pixel will be 4702 pixels on the longest side, and that is large enough to make larger prints, for example 70 by 60. So that is what I'm going to stick with for now. And if you can see here, this is AI mode, and the first one is standard. It says here the best choice across a variety of images. Works well with photography, but can cause some artifacts with fur or feathers. And this has fur, so it can cause some artifacts, but I'm going to try that first and see how that will be. The next one is lines. So if you have architectures like cityscapes or like straight lines, you can use this. And next one is art, and that is like graphic art or drawings or anything with art. Next one is low resolution, and that is called a compressed. Best for images with blocky compression artifacts. Keeps more detail than a very compressed model. And the next one is the best for images with a lot of compression artifacts, with example that they are saved at small size, scanned images or old digital photos. But what I'm going to try is either standard and low resolution and see which are the best. You can see here we also have suppressed noise if we want to have lesser noise, and remove blur. I'm going to keep this as auto and see how that will affect the image. When I'm ready and made my choice, I will press update. And this could take a while to process. Look at this. This is actually really nice. Look at the different here. Here is the resized image and here is the before image. And I don't see the whole image, so I don't see if there are too much artifacts, but I'm going to just see how the low resolution is before I save the image. So I'm going to press low resolution and press the update and let the AI model process the image once again. And here it is. It's a lot softer image, and of course it's a lesser chance for the artifacts. So what I'm going to do is to press the standard once again like this and just save the image, and I will save it on both and see what are the best. Okay, so here is the result. Here is the standard version, and it was actually right. It's a little bit too much of the artifacts. When you see the other one, which is the low res, here you can see the other one is the low res result, and that is much more pleasing. So I'm going to zoom a little bit in here now and see. You can see this is really nice. And what I'm going to do is to pick up the standard one as well. Now I have zoomed in on the wolverine, and you can see here, and here is the next one. This is really nice. And I'm really looking forward to try to print this out and see how good it is on big print. And I'm so glad that I could save some images that I was really happy with, but lost on a broken hard drive. And now I can restore it, I can use it for printing, and yeah, this was so good. You can head over to Topaz and see if this is a program that is valuable for you, and if it is, you can use the coupon code Trond15 to get 15% off the purchase. And yeah, and I will definitely show you a little bit more of this if I get some images that I need to crop extremely, and I can try to make it a little bit larger. I can show you in another video. But this is it for now. I'm so happy to save some of my images that I lost. Now I have them again, and yeah. And once again, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. For a long time I wanted to have my own web page, but it simply is too complicated for me. I don't know anything about coding, so therefore I just postpone it and I haven't done anything about it. Until recently, where I discovered Squarespace and see how simple it is to set up my own web page. I'm still in the process about doing that. There's a lot of things that I want to do, but it's so easy to do. You can simply drag and drop your images to fit your page and showcase your images. And to get you started, you simply choose your template to fit your style. And if you want to sell, for example, your images or your calendars, it's easy to set up a merchandise on your web page. So if you're looking for a web page yourself or upgrade your current web page, go to squarespace.com/Trond Westby to get 10% off your purchase. And once again, thank you Squarespace for sponsoring this video.